The regime ended on a predictably cynical note, but the show's decision to leave the fate of one key character unresolved was a smart move. Kate Winslet's latest miniseries is an acidic satire about a crumbling authoritarian regime. However, the series has failed to garner the same acclaim that greeted Winslet's other HBO shows like Mayor of Easttown. The regime episode 5 saw Chancellor Elena Vernum's, Winslet, many terrible decisions finally catching up to her, with Elena and her bodyguard/lover Zubak, Matthias Schoenaerts, forced to go on the run when the Westgate resistance raided the palace. The regime's finale resolved the story in a fittingly bleak way, with America restoring the ousted Vernum to power for their own political ends. This also meant Elena sacrificing Zubak, who became the scapegoat for her disastrous year. The final scene saw Elena laying flowers on Zubak's glass coffin, suggesting this decision will haunt her for some time to come. Despite undergoing so much turmoil and trauma, the ending also suggests Elena hasn't really learned anything and will likely create another mess somewhere down the road. Most of the regime's cast of characters are accounted for in the finale, with some receiving happier endings than others. One glaring omission is Oscar, Louis Minot, the son of the Chancellor's deceased palace manager, Agnes, Andrea Riseborough. Elena and Zubak had practically kidnapped Oscar from his mother and made him their own child, though Agnes was still allowed to spend time alone with him. In episode 5, Agnes planned to defect to France with Oscar, but she was shot and killed when the resistance seized the palace. In the chaos, Elena and Zubak escape, with the former stating they had to leave Oscar behind. Oscar's final scene in the regime involved him hiding under some chairs as armed men took over the palace, waiting for his mother, or anybody, to save him. Don't Yet Rejoice makes the bold decision to leave Oscar's fate completely unknown, as he is never once mentioned. The regime's showrunner Will Tracy has explained this unusual decision to Decider. The regime made the right choice to leave Oscar's fate unresolved. Oscar puts a human face on Elena's year of chaos. Oscar hiding from the resistance in the regime episode 5. Despite Elena annexing the neighboring Faubourg corridor or causing a civil war that caused thousands of deaths, the series kept viewers at a distance from her destructive decisions. That was until the 5th episode, where Agnes, the show's most sympathetic character by some margin, is abruptly killed. Agnes' death put a human face on the Chancellor's actions, as did seeing young Oscar being left behind in the palace.